Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Here's a menu of some of our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market, a subcompact sedan from Honda, the City 1.5 RS CVT, and a luxury compact SUV from Mercedes-Benz, the GLA 200 AMG, plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two mid-size pickup trucks, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin 4x4 and the Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4. On Autopedia, we'll talk about Boost Controller, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have Kia Philippines plans for 2021 as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Seize every moment, even the unexpected ones. The all-new Ford Territory. Own the moment.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Honda. It's been more than 20 years since the first launch of the City, a subcompact sedan which was introduced in the country as the affordable entry-level Honda. This edition of Car Review takes a look at the top-of-the-line variant of the latest iteration of the City.
The Honda City, the four-door subcompact sedan, has gone through several iterations since it was first launched locally in the middle of the 90s. Back then, it was a Spartan subcompact sedan whose main selling point was that it was the affordable Honda, the next best thing if you can't afford the Civic. Today, one can hardly describe the City as Spartan, but it can be described as a mature sedan with sporty inclinations, especially the variant with the RS for Rally Sport tag. The Honda City 1.5 RS CVT, at 4,553mm long, 1,748mm wide, and 1,467mm tall, presents a sleek and sporty silhouette on the road. The sporty aspect is enhanced by the RS design front and rear bumper, the high-gloss black grille with RS emblem, trunk spoiler, shark fin antenna, 16-inch RS design aluminum alloy wheels. The side mirror with integrated turn signals folds and adjusts electronically. It also comes with full LED headlight with auto-off timer, LED fog light with sporty garnish, body color door handles, intermittent front wipers with washer. sporty character is carried over into the cabin. It comes with black and red trim interior colors. It also comes with sport pedals. One gets into the city using the one push start with smart entry and remote engine start system, which just means one can get into and start the city with key fob in pocket. The seats, upholstered in leather and suede material, are comfortable. The front seats slide and recline, with the driver also benefiting from a seat height adjuster. Combined with a 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel that tilts and telescopes, this allows for getting the preferred driver position. The steering wheel also features switches and buttons for cruise control, audio and hands-free telephone with voice recognition, and paddle shifters. The shift knob also comes in leather. Other comfort and convenience features includes power windows, 2 cup holders and 4 bottle holders, and 2 12-volt accessory sockets. The automatic air conditioning system features rotary knobs, digital display, and rear ventilation. The City is not to be left behind in the connectivity race. The top-of-the-line City comes with an infotainment system that features an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, WebLink, Bluetooth, 2 USB ports, and plays through 8 speakers. The Honda City is a fun drive. This starts from a 1,498cc rev-happy inline 4-cylinder gasoline engine with double overhead cam, programmed fuel injection, and IV-Tech. This engine generates 121 PS at 6,600 revolutions per minute and 145 Nm of torque at 4,300 RPM. The engine on the City 1.5 RS drives the front wheels via a continuously variable transmission. Keeping the speed in control is a brake system featuring front ventilated discs and rear drums. Electric power steering provides a good balance of ease and feedback. The suspension system features front McPherson struts and torsion beams in the rear. Honda is also generous in providing the latest in technology for safety and security in the City 1.5 RS CVT, which already features the G-Con body structure. These include dual, front, side, and curtain airbags, 3-point seatbelts for 5, child lock and ISOFIX child seat anchor, speed setting auto door lock, and security system with alarm and immobilizer. It also comes with vehicle stability assist with agile handling assist, hill start assist, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, and emergency stop signal. Parking is also made easier with a multi-view rear camera.
The City has come a long way from being the Spartan and affordable Honda of the 90s. It is still an affordable Honda, but it certainly is not a Spartan. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Live extra
with the new Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Autofocus, and we now have the latest auto industry news.
It's an encouraging sign when the country's leading auto company projects growth in both the auto industry and the economy in general. In a press statement, Toyota Motor Philippines President Atsuhiro Okamoto said Toyota sold 100,019 vehicles in 2020, a 41.3% share of the 242,000 vehicles sold by the entire industry. That the industry sold nearly 250,000 vehicles during a pandemic was a sign of incredible resilience, said Okamoto. TMP Chairman Alfred T said Toyota expects the gradual growth of sales following the onset of the pandemic to increase as quarantine restrictions are eased and Filipinos ease back into their daily routines and resume pursuing the life goals that had to take a back seat in 2020. T also cited as reasons for optimism the new developments regarding a COVID-19 vaccine, as well as the continuous construction of new roads and highways, which will enable economic recovery efforts and bring more joy to driving. Toyota also welcomed the Board of Investment's consideration on the extension of the Comprehensive Automotive Resurgence Strategy or CARS program after the pandemic impacted car manufacturing and sales. Toyota said that as the industry's biggest player, it has the responsibility to help push the local automotive industry forward and steer the country towards economic recovery. The automotive industry provides mobility for all of us, and when we talk of the automotive industry, this does not only cover vehicle production and sales, but includes parts, logistics, and public transportation, said T. Mercedes-Benz Philippines has brought in the AMG GLB 34 4MATIC, which it describes as a high-performing, passionate, and exceptionally practical crossover SUV. The GLB 35 4MATIC is powered by a 306 horsepower turbocharged 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine that is mated to an AMG Speed Shift DCT 8-speed transmission with AMG Performance 4MATIC all-wheel drive. It also comes with AMG Dynamic Select that offers 5 drive programs: Slippery, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, and Individual. The latest crossover in Mercedes-Benz Philippines' local lineup of AMG vehicles showcases the exterior and interior styling features and elements exclusive to Mercedes-Benz models given the AMG tag. It also comes with the latest MB technologies for digital displays, smart and connected infotainment systems, active and passive safety features. The new Mercedes-Benz AMG GLB 35 4MATIC is now available for test drive at the Mercedes-Benz showrooms in EDSA Green Hills and Bonifacio Global City. MG Philippines has opened a new web portal, buyAnMG.com, where one can reserve and purchase one's dream MG. The new digital portal allows visitors to browse through the complete catalog of locally available MG vehicles, as well as access to vehicle comparos, reviews, and customer testimonials. Interactive features allow clients to deep dive into their preferred MGs through interactive 360-degree interior and exterior tours of each MG model, walk-around videos, and comparison tool to clearly see the differences between models and trim levels, a financial calculator, and live video chat sessions with a sales consultant for an opportunity to discuss any product details, promo offers. The new portal also features an extensive section of facts that aims to answer the top concerns of clients, including the safety of online reservations and purchasing process, safety protocols for scheduled test drives, credit applications, mode of payment, and available financing option, unit availability, and unit delivery. The introduction of buyAnMG.com represents the reinforcement of our brand position and a new chapter in our local MG brand story, as well as a notable milestone for all Filipino auto buyers, said Attorney Alberto B. Arcilla, President and CEO of MG Philippines. The arrival of the Chinese New Year will bring fortune to Jaguar and Land Rover buyers. All British Cars, the authorized dealer of Jaguar Land Rover vehicles, parts, and accessories in the Philippines, offers great savings for buyers heading into the Chinese New Year. Special discounted prices for the Land Rover include, among others, 4,288,888 pesos for a Discovery Sport and 8,888,888 pesos for the Range Rover Sport PHEV. Chinese New Year deals for Jaguars include, among others, 3,888,888 pesos for the XC and 4,088,888 for the SUV F-Pace. The offers remain valid until February 28, 2021.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Montero Sport. Elevate your journey.
Drive your ambition. Mitsubishi Motors.
Welcome back to this edition of Autofocus, the country's premier automobile TV and online magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head-to-Head. Special edition pickups are known to drive sales to the delight of manufacturers and distributors. This edition of Head-to-Head features the new kids on the block, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin against the Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual.
There seems to be a formula for coming up with special edition pickups. Lift suspension for higher ground clearance, add bigger tires and custom wheels, strap on lots of muscular cladding, choose cool name with matching graphics and decals, load pickup with the latest in cool and functional tech. Let's check out two special edition pickups in the local market, the Mazda BT50 Pangolin 4x4 automatic and the Isuzu D-Max Boondock 4x4 manual, and see how they use the formula. The BT50 Pangolin is a mid-sized double cab pickup that is 5,365mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,821mm at its highest point. It boasts a 3,220mm long wheelbase, a minimum ground clearance of 237mm, and a weighting depth of 800mm. The cargo box is 1,549mm long, 1,560mm wide, and 513mm deep. The D-Max Boondock is 5,295mm long, 1,860mm wide, and 1,900mm tall. The wheelbase measures 3,095mm long, and minimum ground clearance is placed at 247mm. The cargo bed measures 1,485mm long, 1.53 meters wide, and 0.558 meters high. The most distinguishable feature of the Pangolin is the graphics on both its sides, depicting the endangered species of anteaters endemic to Palawan, from whence it gets its name. Second is the special 17-inch black finish Rota alloy wheels exclusive to the BT50, which is wrapped by 265/65 R17 tires. The Pangolin also features halogen headlamps, front fog lamps, body color front grille, rain sensing wipers, body color side mirrors that comes with power fold and electric adjust function, as well as black side steps, steel sports bar with LED brake light, aluminum roof rack, fender flares with black rivets, and the bed liner. The D-Max Boondock also features decals and graphics representing its name, a silhouette of Mount Apo. It rolls on 265/70 R17 all-terrain tires wrapped around 17-inch matte black alloy wheels. Other external features include bi-LED projector headlamps with integrated daytime running lamp, dark gray radiator grille, engine hood garnish, front bumper guard, lip-type over fender, side molding, and steel honeycomb side stepboards, rear LED combination lamps, and high mount stop lamp. The Pangolin's powered by a 5-cylinder 3.2-liter intercooled turbodiesel DOHC 20-valve engine that generates a maximum 200 PS at 3,000 revolutions per minute and 470 Nm from 1,750 to 2,500 RPM. It comes with a 4x4 drivetrain and 6-speed automatic transmission. The suspension system features front independent double wishbones and rear rigid leaf springs. The hydraulic brake system comes with vacuum servo assistant and front ventilated discs and rear drums. The Boondock is powered by a 4-cylinder blue-powered diesel engine, a turbocharger and intercooler that generates 177 PS at 3,600 revolutions per minute and 380 Nm of torque at 1,800 to 2,800 RPM. The power is transmitted to 2 or 4 wheels via a 6-speed manual transmission with gear shift indicator. It comes with a terrain command select dial that for easy shifting from 2 to 4 wheel drive even up to 100 km per hour. The Boondock's suspension system features independent double wishbones with coil springs in front and semi-elliptical leaf springs in the rear, with both using monotube nitrogen-charged shock absorbers. The brakes uses ventilated discs in front and rear leading and trailing drums. The BT50 Pangolin cabin features leather-covered seats for 5, shift knob, and steering wheel that comes with controls for functions that include cruise control. It comes with remote keyless entry, dual-zone automatic climate control, power windows, rear view mirror with auto-dimming function, and monitor for rear view camera. The infotainment system features a 7-inch JVC touchscreen display unit with Bluetooth, USB port, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto compatibility, and 6 speakers. The D-Max Boondock comes with perforated leather seats. The front bucket seats have adjustable headrests. The seat split folds to 60/40. The dashboard is highlighted by a multi-information display. The leather-wrapped steering wheel also comes with controls for audio and other functions. Other convenience features include passive entry and push-start system, air conditioning, power window and door locks, 15 storage compartments, 10 cup holders, 12-volt accessory socket, and 3 USB charging ports. The infotainment system uses an 8-inch full-touch monitor and plays CD, DVD, radio tuner, and has Bluetooth and iPod connectivity, a navigation system, as well as an auxiliary in jack, USB port, and AV-in. The BT50 Pangolin comes with a host of passive and active safety systems that include 3-point ELR seatbelts with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, 2 3-point ELR and 1 2-point ALR seatbelt for rear seat passengers. It also comes with dual airbags, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, dynamic stability control, motion detector sensor, hill descent control, and immobilizer. The D-Max Boondock also comes with a host of passive and active safety systems. These include dual airbags and ELR seatbelts for 5. The driver and front seat passenger get pre-tensioner and load limiter, child seat tethers, child-proof rear door locks, anti-lock brake system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, brake override system, electronic stability control, traction control system, hill start assist, and hill descent control. It also comes with reverse sensors and camera.
Both the Pangolin and the Boondock check off all boxes on necessities for special pickups. Who did better is best left to the buyers.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Like every other member of the local auto industry, Kia Philippines suffered a major drop in sales and revenue in 2020 compared to the preceding year. But Kia Philippines is confident it and the industry will bounce back strong in 2021. This week's special feature covers the virtual roundtable meeting with media, during which key executives discuss expectations for 2021.
Kia is unboxing 2 new models in 2021. But during its first virtual meeting with the motoring media this year, news of Kia Philippines guaranteeing the launch of 2 new models in 2021 was not all that was unboxed. Kia Philippines also unboxed many more things, the most significant of which is its confidence that the local automotive industry will rebound from a truly unprecedented downturn. In 2020, Kia Philippines sold 2,129 units compared to 5,019 in 2019, a 57% drop in sales. This happened in a year when total industry dropped more than 40% to around 240,000 units from 416,000 in 2019. The industry attributed the drastic drop in sales to the COVID-19 pandemic that caused business and community lockdowns. Still, in leading the roundtable discussions with motoring media, Kia Philippines President Manny Aligada revealed that the Korean marque is targeting triple sales growth and doubling its market share in the new year.
Our objective this year is to go for a minimum of triple-digit growth and at least doubling our market share this year, moving into 2021.
So what is driving this confidence in the auto industry and the economy rebounding from the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic? Kia's number crunchers point to the upward surge in sales when authorities began easing community quarantine restrictions, when sales industry-wide exceeded the projections made to account for the slowdown caused by the pandemic.
The performance of the market was actually off from the 420,000 initial forecast and also dipped from the 275,000 which we started 2020 as a recast. By end of the year though, by December, as you would see at the top right side, the market actually recovered quite significantly from a dip in November due to some typhoons and non-working days to a level of around 30,000 units, totaling to roughly 248,000 for full year 2020. So this upside or strong performance towards the latter part of the year has given us confidence that there would be that recovery from the industry. And the shift or the segments that would actually perform quite well would still be, as marked at the lower left-hand side, the entry segments as well as commercial vehicles, of which Kia is proudly part of.
Kia unboxed more details about its performance. Yes, the Saluto subcompact sedan was its best-selling model with 827 units sold, 39% of total Kia vehicles sold in 2020, followed by the K2500 business and utility truck with 370 sold, and the Stonic crossover with 345 units sold. The Seltos, the Sportage, Picanto, and Carnival also helped propel sales even during the pandemic, with the Sportage selling more units in 2020 than sold in 2019. But aside from sales, Kia was also happy about progress in building confidence in the brand with an increase in the number of dealerships, from 30 in 2019 to 40 with the addition of 8 full-service dealerships and 2 purely sales outlets, and it plans to add more in 2021, increasing its presence in Metro Manila and Luzon while solidifying its network in the Visayas and Mindanao.
Despite the pandemic, confidence in the brand by our partners is quite evident. We started off 2020 with 30 dealers, 30 functional facilities, and we actually added 10 last year. That's a total of 8 full facilities and 2 sales outlets. And well, we indicated here the sales outlet is actually Muntinlupa and Malolos, and the rest are full 3S facilities.
This year, we're targeting at least 45. But what is worthy to note here is the distribution and the share of locations per region. Manila, when we started, was really underserved with only 6 out of 30 that we had. Now we will double that by this year to 12. So you see the focus of expansion is on where the customers are. So this will follow and mimic the sources of sales. That's why we had to catch up on Metro Manila. Overall, Luzon as well, another significant bump up outside Metro Manila. So we're strengthening these areas, which are actually growth areas. In Luzon, South Luzon is a growth area. Metro Manila continues to be significant, and therefore we put a lot of emphasis on that. Without, of course, dropping our attention on the Visayas Mindanao area, because we have models that would be required by the various regions.
Aside from expanding its dealership network and making its vehicles more accessible to more Filipinos, Kia is also looking to improve its after-sales service and capabilities. This by improving parts availability using reliable partners for direct delivery, enhanced service quality and lead time with real-time technical support, using remote diagnosis system and lowering cost of ownership. One of the ways Kia plans to help lower cost of ownership is the use of mineral oil.
So we will continue to pursue our promise to care for all our customers. That's why we will work closely with our dealers to deliver. We will be introducing within first quarter mineral-based oil. Currently, we just have synthetic for our vehicles, but we will make available a mineral-based oil option for our customers. And that will give around 40% savings compared to synthetic. So now our customers will have more options for their service needs.
In revealing its goals for 2021, triple-digit growth in sales, doubling its share of market this year, and reaching 10% market share by 2025, Kia also unboxed new marketing plans and directions.
This is the year of Kia. This is the year of the current and future Kia customer, where we're starting the year right with our My Year, My Kia campaign, where whether you are a young professional, a business owner, or even a car enthusiast, there is a Kia that will surprise you. There is a Kia that will inspire you as you go throughout this year of 2021.
The My Year, My Kia marketing campaign comes at a time when Kia is changing its logo to reflect a brand new direction.
With the new Kia logo, there's a new tagline. It's all about that movement that inspires. Where it's not just a change in logo, but it's a change in philosophy for the brand, where we plan to elevate the brand in the eyes of our customers. From being just a practical vehicle that will get you from point A to B, we're building that emotional connection with the Kia brand. from being just a value for money brand to a valuable brand to our customers. So we will be transitioning from the past to the present. The Power to Surprise campaign was good. It's just been around for 15 years, and it was fitting for the brand then, where we were playing the underdog story, where people were surprised with what Kia can offer. Now, with the new Kia, there's that movement that inspires, capturing brand purpose and being an expression of aspiration, future leading. So our logo, as you can see, it's bold, it's connected, it's expansive. But as I said, it's not just a logo change. It is, from a product standpoint, our products will be more dynamic, more stylish, more inventive.
While announcing plans to unbox a minimum of 2 new models this year, Kia was coy about what type of vehicles will be rolled out, or even about segment of the market they will compete in.
We are working on constant view of what we can provide our buying public. And this year, 2021, we will have at least, and I say at least, 2 product launches. And we're finalizing the arrangements. We're making sure that we're ready for the launch of these 2 models. And on top of these 2, we are also working on possibly 2 more.
Kia Philippines is confident that the economy will recover, and it is preparing itself to be part of this resurgence.
And our intention is to do a repeat of that performance in 2019, where we ended with 5,019 units sold. So we want to approximate that performance, triple digit, double the market share. We'd like to repeat that because of our confidence that the economy will recover, the industry will recover, and of course the buying public will be excited and inspired as much as we are.
Is Kia Philippines truly confident about the recovery of the auto industry and the economy? Or is it putting on a brave front in hopes that it may recover? Kia is certainly working hard on all fronts to prove that its confidence in a resurgence is confirmed.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Looking for a compact SUV with a lot more sport and premium utility? Check out the Mercedes-Benz GLA 200 AMG. Mercedes-Benz Philippines is making a lot of Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts happy by bringing in AMG variants of virtually all Benz models in the local lineup. Greatest practice continues. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we're going to talk about turbos and boost controllers. Chances are when you buy a diesel car nowadays, it has a turbocharger. It's not exclusive anymore to high-performance cars like Subarus or Evos or racing cars. Almost every turbo diesel on sale now from any manufacturer has one of these things. And that's why they're great, and they do make a lot of power and a lot of torque. Now this turbocharger sucks in air here, pumps it, air goes out here, and this air has pressure in it. The same way that in your mom's pressure cooker, when you reach a certain pressure, the whistle sounds. In the turbocharger, there's a similar mechanism that tells you that, or actually tells the engine that, okay, pressure is right, let's set it at that and don't go any higher. It's this thing. This is called a wastegate. Inside here is a diaphragm that goes forward and backward. What it does is connects to this lever, which opens and closes this flap. Once the pressure goes here, it's correct, it will push this lever out, and this flap will open, bleeding off some of the exhaust gases. Now, there's a way to increase the boost, which is using a boost controller, and it's this little thing. Basically what this is a valve. Air goes here, air goes out there. This little knob restricts how much pressure it goes in here. So if you blow here, you twist it, only little air comes out here, or a lot of air comes out here, delaying the signal to open and close the wastegate. And this thing simply just installs in between pressure side here and the wastegate. So the simplest is this goes here, this goes here, that goes there. That's the simplest way to go about it. Or the other way that they recommend is to a little bit more complicated, but can do a little bit more precise, is this way. In a nutshell, this is how it's connected. So how this works is this. There's pressure inside this line that goes to the wastegate. What we're doing here is we're bleeding some of the pressure off here. So let's say this one comes out at 14 psi. But since you're letting out some of the pressure here, pressure that goes here is less, maybe 12. So here you're bleeding 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 psi. By adjusting this knob here, there's a plus and a minus here. The plus and minus here don't mean anything. It does not mean one click is 1 psi, 2 click is 2 psi. No. Every car is different, every turbocharger behaves differently, so the only way for you to properly adjust is if you have a working and accurate boost gauge installed in your car, or you have it brought to a dyno, so you can see if the adjustments that you're making are making power indeed, and if it's enough, because this one here will now connect to the boost sensor of the dyno itself. Now when you open your engine, most people can identify some of the basic parts, like this is the air filter, this is where you put in the oil, that's the battery, but that's pretty much it. And for turbo diesel cars, like on this Montero where we're going to install the boost controller, this is your turbo down here. That's the turbocharger right there. This is the compressor side. That's the turbine side or the exhaust. The wastegate is actually down here, this rod here. That's where the wastegate is. That's what controls how much boost pressure is enough, and then it opens the flap. So all the air the car gets comes from here, the air box. Then once it goes in, it gets burned. Exhaust gas goes out here. And this is where we're going to install the boost controller. So this is the boost controller installed. It's just this little thing. Then later on, once we're finished setting it, we're going to secure it here somewhere with a zip tie. And then here, this is a lock nut. We will tighten this so no makulit car wash boy is going to make me hit this when they do a car wash, because if they do, it'll mess up your boost settings. So here, there's a plus and a minus. We start here by making the knob all the way to the minus. So this is basically stock boost. Then we'll slowly rotate it to the plus side while watching on the dyno how much boost we actually get. Now as you can see, we have the boost controller on one side, then we have this thing connected to the dyno. This is where the ECU reads boost. This is in the manifold, and it goes to this sensor. This thing's called a manifold absolute pressure sensor. This converts pressure into voltage that the ECU can understand, and this is what also it references. Let's say, okay, at 2 volts, it's this much pressure. At 3 volts, it's this much pressure. Therefore, we give this much fuel and that much fuel. And that's how it works.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride is made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your Automobile Electronic magazine informative as well as entertaining. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.